Well guys, we made it. We're officially in the month of October and we're just about 1 week away from our marathon on October 17th. Now Brad and I have put everything into this marathon, from training to promotion to finding sponsors to fundraising and so much more.
We are amazed at the support we've received. Everything from supportive messages, donations and sponsorships. The support has exceeded our expectations. We also need to give a huge shout out to the company behind our training video, Pickle Creative. Thank you guys for putting this together, and thank you for offering to capture pictures and videos of the big day on October 17th.
Over the past, I'd say year, Brad and I have reached out to hundreds, if not thousands of companies looking for sponsorship. We've also sent probably over 1,000 emails and had over 100 Zoom meetings. And in the end, there were 5 companies that decided to stand with us on this marathon and sponsor us so we can have the funds necessary to take All Access Life to the next level. Now there's one thing we have in common with these 5 companies, and that's creating a more equitable, diverse, and inclusive world. So Brad, I guess without further ado, it's time to reveal our sponsors. We're going to start things off with the biggest sponsor of the entire event.
This company is our one and only platinum sponsor. They are well known for computer accessories. We absolutely love the direction they are heading by becoming more environmentally friendly and pushing the envelope in creating a more diverse, equitable and inclusive world. Without further ado, our Marathon Platinum sponsors are Logitech.
That's right guys, Logitech. Now when we got news that a company as massive as Logitech decided to sponsor us here at All Access Life at this extremely early stage of our business venture, we were honestly shocked. Now this definitely lets us know that we're on the right track and fuels our fire. Now Brad, I guess, why don't you give them a little bit of a backstory on how this sponsorship came to be?
A few years ago, Logitech created the Adaptive Gaming Kit. This was a kit that had a variety of adaptive switches for people with disabilities to be able to join in on the gaming action. These adaptive switches worked with the Xbox Adaptive Controller. These switches allowed me to customize my gaming setup and use my head as the controller. I put an adaptive button on each side of my head and unleashed my inner gamer. Danny and I ended up doing a video review of this adaptive gaming kit. Our review did very well and caught the attention of some of the Logitech team. Fast forward a year or two, Danny and I found ourselves on a Zoom call with Logitech CEO Bracken Darrell. We can't say enough good things about him. He's very down to earth and truly believes in making this world a better place for everyone. He's a great example of a leader. Danny and I have been taking notes, haha. We also can't forget to mention Alistair Curtis, who is Logitech's Chief Design Officer. He has helped us out tremendously over the past year and has helped facilitate everything. He is one of the best designers around.
So guys, there you have it. Logitech is our one and only platinum sponsor for the marathon. Now, on October 17th, Brad and I are going to be running with this custom-made Logitech flag. It's going to be attached here to the Josie. So on this side, we have Logitech, their company logo, and on this side over here, it says Defy Logic, which is Logitech's slogan. And on October 17th, Brad and I are setting out to do just that. We're going to be defying logic with this marathon. Now our sponsorship with them doesn't just end there. We're actually also doing a yearly sponsorship with Logitech, and we're going to be creating a variety of videos for them. Now this yearly sponsorship gives Brad and I the ability to be able to rent out an office space, purchase equipment to film our videos, buy office supplies, and basically just fund All Access Life and keep us going here. So we're super excited about this.
We'll be filming a variety of Logitech-sponsored videos throughout the course of the year and shedding an accessible light on many of their products. We'll also be working with people from their team to help in the process of creating new adaptive products. We are very excited that a company as big as Logitech believes in what we are doing and is willing to support us to the fullest. Thank you, Logitech. It means a lot to Danny and I.
Welcome to the team, Logitech.
Together, everyone achieves more.
We'd now like to tell you guys a little bit more about our 4 gold sponsors that each have a spot dedicated to them on our marathon shirts. So Brad, why don't we kick things off by talking about Wix.
5 years ago, Danny and I built our website www.allaccesslife.org on the Wix platform. We chose this platform since we felt it was intuitive, very user-friendly, and it offered a wide range of accessibility features. Since our website is primarily for people with disabilities, we really enjoy all the accessibility features Wix offers. They truly believe in making your website a place for everyone.
Now, after about 4 months of Brad coming over to my place, I'd honestly say for 8 hours a day, pretty much for 4 or 5 months, definitely over the course of the entire summer, Brad and I built our website, and it was hilarious. We'd argue over things like font size and where the pictures are going to go and stuff like that. And for the record, I still think Times New Roman was a lot better than Arial. But yeah, so after 4 months, we had a finished product. We launched our website, and then our entrepreneurial journey would begin.
Fast forward a few years, we got a professional web designer to rebuild our website, and it's now better than we ever could have imagined. This new site caught the Wix team's attention, and they reached out to see if we'd like to be partners on a video showcasing web accessibility for an eye gaze user like myself. This video showcases the troubles I sometimes encounter when trying to navigate websites or purchase items online. The video did extremely well and now has around 500,000 views.
Yeah, no, this video definitely helped shed light on the importance of web accessibility. Now, after this video, we pitched our marathon sponsorship to the Wix team, and they were more than happy to sponsor us on this event. So, thank you very much, Wix, and welcome to the team.
Together, everyone achieves more.
Now, our next sponsors put a huge smile on both of our faces when we got word that they were going to sponsor us on this marathon. Now, this is a company that has literally given Brad a voice for over 20 years.
I'm extremely happy to announce that Dynavox is one of our sponsors. Around the age of 5, I was finally able to communicate autonomously when I received my first communication device, a Dynavox 3100. I would use my head to click switches and scroll through options on the device. I could finally interact with the world around me. I used this method to get me through elementary school and high school. Then I was introduced to their newest innovation, eye tracking, which has opened up a whole new world for me. I use my eyes to navigate my Surface Book 3 laptop thanks to their PCI tracker. Dynavox gives me the power to be me. Thank you, Dynavox, for giving me a voice and supporting us as we strive to create a successful business that empowers people with disabilities.
Now, when I first started working with Brad, he was on the Dynavox VMAX, and he also used his head with head switches. Now, it's been super fascinating for me to see the progression from the Dynavox and the head switches all the way to the eye tracker. Now, Brad is much faster at communicating. He can get things out in a fraction of the time and interact with the world around him much quicker. So thank you very much, Toby, for sponsoring us on this marathon, and welcome to the team.
Together, everyone achieves more.
Now, our next sponsors are a company called Rifton. Now, this is the company that designed and created the adaptive walker, which is called the Gait Trainer, that Brad's going to be using on October 17th to run the last 2.2 kilometers of our marathon. So now, over the course of this past year, Brad's been training in his Gait Trainer that he's had for over 15 years. And this Gait Trainer that he's been training in was actually designed for indoor use, and Brad has been using it outdoors, which makes it extra difficult to be able to navigate and push around. But as always, Brad persevered and continued using this indoor Gait Trainer. Now, a couple months ago, Rifton, they got word that Brad was going to be accomplishing this massive feat, and they reached out to us. And
the people at Rifton offered to send me a brand new outdoor Gait Trainer for me to use in the marathon. This means I will be running the last 2.2 kilometers on a device that was made for outdoor use. It is much better than my old Gait Trainer and allows me to run even faster since it has bigger wheels and everything is new. Look for me to cross the finish line at blazing speeds in my brand new Gait Trainer. Thanks Rifton for sending me this new product and giving me the ability to stretch my legs and run.
Welcome to the team, Rifton.
Together, everyone achieves more.
And last, but definitely not least, is MOVE. Now MOVE stands for My Universal Vision for Everyone.
It was designed to assist governments, communities and people of all abilities to organize and deploy safe, reliable, on-demand and pre-booked transportation services through mobile and desktop applications. MOVE's goal is to facilitate and support the door-to-door, arm-to-arm service through cutting-edge, affordable technology solutions.
Now the reason why this is so exciting for Brad and I is because we've definitely had our fair share of issues with our local adaptive transport service. Now we've been taking the adaptive transport services for over the past decade, and it's super frustrating because a lot of the times you don't know where your driver is, and you have to wait outside sometimes in the rain or the snow or the blazing heat, and it's just frustrating not knowing where your driver is, if he's running late. Also another frustrating thing too is that you have to book days in advance, so you're kind of not really able to be spontaneous and do any kind of spontaneous activities, which Brad and I would love to do, but we just lack the ability to do that. The service and experience is different basically every time we use it, so it makes for planning our very busy lifestyle difficult.
MOVE plans to fix all these issues. The MOVE app is a free download, available on iOS and Android app stores. Once downloaded, you can set up your custom profile, select your destination, and order your vehicle for on-demand or pre-booked transportation. The coolest thing about the app is you can also see where your vehicle is and communicate with the driver directly to avoid any pickup confusion or uncontrollable weather conditions. This is a game changer, because now we can know when the driver is close and can go to the pickup spot a few minutes in advance, rather than wait there without knowing when the driver will show up. Danny and I have had our share of horror stories when it comes to transportation, that's for sure, and we are excited to help end these stories and create new ones that are inclusive for all.
Now even if MOVE doesn't have vehicles in your area, they've actually developed a local events aggregation feature and a location tagging feature on their app. Now this is designed to identify various levels of accessibilities in our community and get people out in the community enjoying everything the community has to offer. Now MOVE is a service that's greatly going to impact our quality of life as well as millions of people with disabilities. Thank you very much MOVE for deciding to sponsor us.
Another fun fact, when we first met the team at MOVE, we noticed that we shared the same No Limits tagline. We don't believe in coincidences, and we quickly realized that this partnership was meant to be. This sponsorship goes past the marathon, and we will be creating a series of videos showcasing MOVE and highlighting the impact this service would have on our lives, as well as the need for this service globally.
Welcome to the team, MOVE.
Together, everyone achieves more.
And finally, we want to thank you. Many of you watching this video have allowed Brad and I to live out our dreams in building this nonprofit by engaging in our posts, sharing our content, offering words of encouragement, and even financially backing us through a Gofundme campaign.
We launched our Gofundme campaign 5 months ago and we've managed to raise 70% of our goal. Thank you to everyone who has graciously donated. These funds will be used to continue working on our nonprofit, All Access Life. And you guys gotta check out the back of our marathon shirts, because those are the names of all the people who've donated over $100 on our GoFundMe campaign. Now we know we're not running alone on October 17th. We have an entire community of friends, family, supporters, even entire companies behind us and running with us on this marathon on October 17th. So thank you guys very much. We wouldn't be in this situation if it wasn't for you. And we'll see you on October 17th.